Good morning. A little chilly this morning, maybe like 40 degrees, but I had a good night last night. So right now, doing like the half-mile walk up to Doc Campbell's. They've kind of got odd hours. Normally they're open like noon to 4, but specifically for hikers, I think they're open for like a half-hour window in the morning and then a half-hour window in the evening. So I think the place might be open here at 8. And we can get some breakfast real quick before we set out for the day. But we got the Gila cliff dwellings, are only a mile or two up the road. We'll see those today. And then we'll take off for the high route alternate. And we'll kind of be done with the river walking. Sounded like, just from the advice of locals and stuff, that know the river a little better than we do. They say that this is a pretty bad flood year, and normally it's like ankle deep, but it's on their advice. They said just take the high route, so I think that's what we're gonna end up doing.
Which one's the right? Check that out.
Well, we're done at Doc Campbell's, all full of breakfast, coffee, back on trail. I think from here it's about 3 miles to the visitor center for the Gila cliff dwellings. And then we'll take a little tour and check that place out. The Gila cliff dwellings, we're getting close. Just up ahead here is the visitor center. We're gonna go check in there first, see if we can drop our packs. And then we'll just slack pack the monument and then come back and pick them up.
Oh, just stuff it in the back at the bottom and just keep stuffing things on top of it. People say everything fits better, but
We checked out the visitor center. They just had some museum type artifacts of arrowheads and tool making equipment, pottery shards and things like that. So we're back on the main road, Route 15. And down this way about a mile or so is where there's just the side trail to actually go see the cliff dwellings. So that's where we're headed. Apparently there's a place there we can drop off our packs. So we still got like a mile of road walking to do till we get there. All right, we're on our way. There's about a mile loop to go up and around to see the cliff dwellings. So we'll be up there in just a minute. It's definitely a pretty walk up here. Sure is a beautiful little hidden valley area. You'd never know this was here. It's definitely secluded and tucked away. There's little individual rooms just built into the caves right in here. I think that's it for the cliff dwellings. Very neat to check out. Beautiful view out the canyon. I think we're gonna make our way back. And that was wandering through the Gila cliff dwellings. That was pretty cool. Definitely try to go see that if you're doing this trail. It's just a little bit off of the main routes there. But for now, mainly sticking with 3 others. So we got a group of 4 right now. So me, Pace, Easy, and Sprite are together. But there's like at least 15 plus hikers all around us that are all kind of bubbled up together that we're all leaving the Doc Campbell's area. Whew, so now we're making our way back down the road. It's like 3/4 of a mile or so before we hit the high route, and we'll go up to the top of the mesa. And then we'll see what the trail looks like up there. Might be kind of a little bit bushwhacky, a little bit ups and downs. Hopefully not too bad though. And we'll see how far we end up for today. And departing from the road, we're at the trailhead. Oh, we're into the high route. Gila Wilderness of the Gila National Forest. We just had a little sit-down break at the junction here. This is the one that'll get you down to the middle fork, back to the river. Little Bear Canyon, I think it's called, but we are staying on the high route. So we're going this way. About 5 miles from here, it should be a water source. And then another 5 miles past that should be another water source. And I think we're gonna make that the destination for the day, so about 10 more miles. Nice views down to the Gila River Valley. Overall, the trail has not been bad. Nice and easy, kind of rolling ups and downs. Definitely more uphill than downhill though, it seems. There's officially way too much uphill, and it's way too rocky. It's kind of rare to see billowy clouds in the distance. This is going to be a little rest break. We found some water. Oh, that was perfect. I got you on film on that one.
We're supposed to stay dry today.
We are not cutting that one out.
And muddied the water on top of it.
We're done with our rest break. Back on trail. We got about 5 more miles. We'll hit the next water source. There's supposed to be like a cabin there. Really cool place to chill and camp, so that's what we're aiming for. And timing wise, that should work out for when we'll be looking to settle down anyway. So we'll bust out these next 5 miles. Currently in a beautiful ponderosa pine forest. Whew. Here's another junction that'll drop you down to the river. It's just a little bit through the trees, drops you back to the canyon, back to the Gila River, following the West Fork. But we're staying on the high route. We only got about 3.5 miles left to camp. There's black bears and elk all up here, and I'm totally ready to see one. This looks like the type of area that you just kind of see one in the trees. No evidence of anything yet, though. One of the things I remember people were saying about the high route is one of the big disadvantages up here was that there was a lot of bushwhacking. But so far, there's been zero bushwhacking. It's been just a lovely walk through the woods in general. The uphills have been a little bit of a workout, and it's been pretty rocky at times, but overall, it's actually been pretty good. Beautiful up here. It's been a really nice day of hiking. Maybe the bushwhacking comes later. We still got a bit to go on the high route up here. I guess we'll see in the coming days. Made it to camp. Little cabin, a little group of people already here. I think this place was called the Trick Tank. So we'll check it out. Let's see if we can find a good place to set up. We're getting settled in. I got dinner going. Chicken fettuccine alfredo, Backpacker's Pantry. And we've been hiking with Arizona for today. Everybody else is getting set up nice and tight out in front of the cabin here. And we got some more group of people that have been hanging around. Popular spot for different people doing sections around this area. We're just getting a good look at what the cabin looks like. I don't know the history of this thing exactly, whether it was like an old ranger thing out here or some hermit set it up years ago. I think that's pretty much going to do it for us for tonight. So tomorrow we're still doing the high route. Otherwise, I don't know what the future brings. I think there's still like some side trails to get down to the river if you had to. Hopefully water's kind of nice and not too far away like today. We only did like 5-mile water carries between the water sources, which was good. It could potentially be a lot worse than that, depending on the year, I guess.
Well, yeah.
But I think that's about it for now. So thanks for watching, and we will see y'all in the morning. Good morning. It is definitely the coldest night on trail. It's definitely freezing. A little frost layer on everything. But moving out early to get warmed up. Right now it's just me and Pace heading out. The other guys will catch up later. And today, in about 9 miles or so, the trail kind of dips back into the canyon and we get to cross the Gila River again. And then we'll kind of figure out what we're doing after that and where we might end up for the day. Well, so far this morning it's been an easy walk through some beautiful woods. And I'm still expecting just to spot a bear or an elk or something off in the distance, but so far no luck. Trudging up a steep uphill right now. Here's where we all came from. Oh. It's always cool noticing the subtle differences of how the forest changes once you're just 500 feet higher in elevation than where you were before. Hitting another junction. Clear Creek is a mile. That's our next destination, and that'll be a rest break. Now we're hiking down into a little ravine here, and we're definitely noticing fresh elk footprints. There's kind of one there in the mud. Definitely elk. Definitely fresh enough. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready to see one. Gotta catch one on camera, but they're definitely quick little buggers. They bolt pretty fast if they see you. There's some more good fresh ones. Fresh enough. Could be from this morning. That's definitely an elk. Now we made it to Clear Creek. Little elk skull on a tree here. Nice little camping area. We're gonna take a break here and top up on water. I think it's about another 5 miles from here is where the trail dips down to the west fork of the Gila River, and we'll take another break there. But Clear Creek's looking nice, and we'll get our fill again on water. Back on trail after our next little break. Three and a half miles will get us back to the middle fork of the Gila River. That's the next stop. And we'll wait there for everybody else to catch up and make a decision on which route we're gonna go and from there. Just finished another hill climb. Clear Creek is down there. Up on a little ridge for a minute. And then we'll be dropping in to the main river valley. Found another little baby horned toad. I think that makes number 3. Well, I think we're in the last mile. We're dropping on down to the river. And we made it down to the trail junctions. This is the middle fork of the Gila River. Oh, doesn't look too bad. Knee deep at the most, maybe. We'll kind of come up with a decision to see if following up the river for the last couple miles or finishing up on the high route for the last couple miles. All right, we got Arizona, we got Sprite, we got Easy, we've all caught up, we're just chilling, finishing lunch. I think we've decided on doing the water walk for the rest of the way, so it's going to be like 6.5, 7 miles to finish the water, and that'll get us up to Snow Lake. All right, we are done with our break, had a nice lunch, we're heading out. We're leaving Arizona. He's taking the high route for the rest of the way, and we're going to do the river walk for the rest of the way. We got something like 6.5, 7 miles to go up until we get to Snow Lake. Is at the end of the river here. So I'm sure we got like a dozen more crossings to do. Yeah, just about knee deep is all it is. Nice and cold though. Lots of signs of beaver activity. This one looks moderately recent. And that one's been broken and carted off somewhere. I really want to see a beaver now. They've taken out all the sticks and stuff here. They've taken out a tree over there. A lot of recent, oh, that was a stumble. A lot of recent beaver activity. Oh, it's hard to film and cross a river at the same time. Okay. Whew. Beavers have been busy. Snow Lake should be the end of the river section. 4 3/4 of a mile left. Feels like it's kind of going slow going. It's been some tricky route finding every once in a while.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, we got a little baby rattlesnake. Just a foot long or so.
He's not coiled up, he wasn't gonna hit us.
Real pretty looking.
Yep.
Well, the temperature's really cooled down some. It's gotten overcast, cloudy, a little windy. Not supposed to rain tonight though. Oh, we made it to Snow Lake. Walking on the big earthen dam right now. And there's the lake. There's the campgrounds on the far side there. Well, we're gonna work past that. We're gonna go another couple of miles to a water source, and then we'll be looking for camp after that somewhere.
Carp are everywhere.
Yeah, I think we're witnessing some mating rituals going on here.
There's like 4 of them here.
That's delicious.
I had to order online because, you know, I love the chili ramen. They don't sell them over they don't have anywhere in the store, so I have to order them on Amazon.
Well, we caught back up with Arizona. He was chilling here at a nice little campsite, and this is close enough to what we were aiming for, so I think we're just gonna camp here, getting base camp going. There's me set up in the grass over there, and time to get dinner started. Well, I think this is gonna do it for tonight. I got my chicken fettuccine Alfredo. This is all I got. I got like 4 of them when I was back at Doc Campbell's as far as dinners for this stretch. So I think that's gonna do it for today. I do not know what we are getting up for tomorrow. I haven't even looked ahead. We'll figure it out when we get there. But thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one.